Jai Gurudev, in today's world, global leaders in environmental advocacy and sustainability are working tirelessly to address climate change. How can the wisdom and practices of His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji contribute to their mission? Jai Gurudev, as the teachings of Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji offer a profound approach to creating inner harmony, which naturally extends to external harmony in society and nature. Practices like Sudarshan Kriya, Pranayama, meditation, and mantra chanting not only help individuals manage stress but also cultivate clarity and resilience when applied on a larger scale. These tools empower leaders like Yurz Carls Martinez, Alexandria Ocasio Cortez, and Bill McKibben to sustain their advocacy with renewed energy and balance. Absolutely, ancient Vedic traditions emphasize the alignment of human consciousness with the natural cycles through Sandhya Vandanam, Upanayanam, and Agni Karyam. These rituals bring about a deep sense of connectedness with the environment leaders like Vandana Shiva and Naomi Klein, who advocate for sustainable farming and ecofeminism, can greatly benefit from integrating Gayatri Japa, Trikal Sandhya, and Sanyam Sadhana into their daily lives. These practices enhance mindfulness, discipline, and deep reverence for nature. Many environmental leaders work under extreme pressure. How can Art of Living such practices help them navigate challenges? Stress is a major obstacle in activism and leadership. So, Darshan Kriya is a scientifically validated breathing technique that reduces cortisol levels, enhances emotional resilience, and boosts mental clarity. For instance, a leader like John Kerry, who engages in high level diplomatic negotiations on climate change, could find that regular practice of Sudarshan Kriya and Padma Sadhana improves the focus and decision making. Adding to that, homas and pujas such as the Anjaneya Homa for strength and Rudra Homa for purification can create an environment conducive to positive change. These Vedic rituals not only purify the atmosphere but also invoke divine energies for planetary well being. Leaders like David Wallace Wells and Jamie Margolin, who are engaged in climate injustice, can harness these ancient methods to deepen their commitment and inspire global movements. His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji often speaks about the role of creativity in problem solving. How can this principle be applied to climate advocacy? Creativity thrives in a calm and meditative mind. Many groundbreaking solutions emerge from a space of inner silence. Shakti Kriya, yoga, and deep meditation open up intuitive faculties, allowing leaders to think beyond conventional frameworks. Indira Nooyi, for example, revolutionized corporate sustainability at PepsiCo. If she incorporated these practices, she could further innovate in sustainable business strategies with the heightened intuition and clarity. In Vedic wisdom, knowledge of jnana, devotion of bhakti, and selfless service of seva go hand in hand. His Holiness emphasizes that a spiritually strong leader is an effective leader. Someone like Mary Robinson, who works on climate justice, could integrate daily Vedic chanting and mindfulness practices to enhance her ability to inspire action at a global level. In conclusion, how can these practices be integrated into mainstream climate action? The key is to make them accessible by offering online meditation sessions, community based Sudarshan Kriya programs, and spiritual retreats. We can introduce climate leaders to these transformative tools. We also need to revive Vedic knowledge in a contemporary context. Schools, universities, and corporate sustainability programs could incorporate teachings on Agni Karyam, Trikal Sandhya, and Mantra chanting as part of their leadership training. Thank you for this enlightening discussion. It's clear that by integrating these timeless wisdom practices, global climate leaders can sustain their efforts with a greater strength, clarity, and inner peace. Jagulev, in the modern world, leaders are striving to create sustainable, compassionate, and mindful societies. How do the teachings of His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji support these humanitarian efforts? Gurudev's wisdom emphasizes a holistic approach to life, one that integrates inner peace with outer dynamism. His teachings on Sudarshan Kriya, Pranayama, meditation, and satsang help leaders remain centered amidst challenges. These tools cultivate clarity, emotional intelligence, and resilience, qualities essential for impactful leadership. In Vedic tradition, rituals like Sandhya Vandanam, Upanayanam, Gayatri Japa, and Agni Karyam have long been practiced to purify the mind and enhance focus. When world leaders incorporate these spiritual disciplines, their decision making becomes more intuitive and compassionate. Gurudev has beautifully revived these ancient practices, making them accessible to people globally. Many global humanitarian innovators such as Paul Pullman, Jacinda Ardern, and Malala Yousafzai have dedicated their lives to social progress. How can these leaders benefit from spiritual practices like Sudarshan Kriya and mantra chanting? Leaders like Paul Pullman, who advocate sustainability, can harness the power of meditation to cultivate patience and long term vision. Sudarshan Kriya enhances oxygenation and brain function, fostering creativity and problem solving skills essential for sustainability efforts. Jacinda Ardern's compassionate leadership style can be further deepened through practices like Padma Sadhana and Shakti Kriya, which enhance emotional resilience. Malala Yousafzai, a symbol of courage, can find deeper strength in Gayatri Japa and mantra chanting, as these practices build inner conviction and clarity. These ancient tools not only refine personal energy but also impact societal transformation. Jimmy Carter's humanitarian work can be complemented by Vedic wisdom as pujas and homas enhance collective harmony, and well-being. Leaders like Elon Musk, who push boundaries in innovation, can benefit from Trikal Sandhya and Sanyam Sadhana to gain higher awareness and balance ambition with mindfulness. What about industrialists like Ratan Tata and environmental advocates like Yvonne Chouinard? How can their contributions expand through these practices? Ratan Tata's philanthropic approach aligns with the principles of seva or selfless service, which is central to art of living. Meditation and wisdom from Gurudev can guide him in making decisions that uplift society. For environmentalists like Yvonne Chouinard and Agnihotra, fire ritual can play a significant role in purifying the environment and strengthening ecological balance. Upanayanam and Sandhyavandanam, when practiced consistently, develop a sattvic mindset that naturally promotes ethical leadership. Ola Rosling, who works with global data literacy, can integrate Vedic insights into understanding macro trends in human consciousness. Similarly, David Beasley, who tackles world hunger, can benefit from mantra chanting and Vedic rituals that invoke abundance and balance in global food distribution. Ban Ki moon, as a former UN Secretary General, has worked extensively for sustainable development. How can he incorporate these practices? Ban Ki moon's vision of sustainable development aligns with Gurudev's call for a stress free, violence free society. Yoga and meditation empower individuals to become conscious global citizens, ensuring sustainability from the inside out. Trikal Sandhya, when practiced by policymakers, enhances foresight, ensuring balance and impactful governance. The integration of Vedic wisdom into global policies can create a ripple effect. If world leaders embrace these tools, the collective consciousness of humanity will elevate, leading to a more harmonious and enlightened society. Thank you both for sharing these deep insights. It is evident that the teachings of His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji offer a profound way for global leaders to expand their impact through inner transformation. Jai Gurudev. Jai Gurudev, in today's fast-paced world with global media leaders shape narratives that influence millions, how can the wisdom of His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji and the practices of art of living help them lead with clarity, creativity, and inner stability? The role of a media leader is extremely demanding, requiring sharp decision making, innovative thinking, and resilience. The tools provided by art of living, such as Sudarshan Kriya, Pranayama, meditation, and wisdom, are designed to cultivate a deep sense of inner stability and clarity. Leaders like Rupert Murdoch, Jeff Zucker, and Reed Hastings operate in a high stress environment. They can greatly benefit from daily practice of Sudarshan Kriya, which has been scientifically proven to reduce stress, improve focus, and enhance creativity. Beyond stress management, Vedic traditions like Agni Karyam, Sandhya Vandanam, Upanayanam, and Mantra chanting create a disciplined mind. When leaders engage in Trikal Sandhya and Gayatri Japa, their intellect sharpens and they make more intuitive and wise decisions. For instance, the rapid transformation of the digital media world, as seen with leaders like Susan Wojcicki and Ted Sarandos, requires not only technical acumen but also an unwavering mental balance which can be cultivated through spiritual discipline. How can creativity thrive through these practices, especially for leaders like Bob Chapek of Disney and Anna Wintour of Vogue? Creativity flourishes in a stress free, relaxed mind. The Padma Sadhana practice, combined with wisdom from Gurudev's books and discourses, fosters deep inner silence. When the mind is at ease, ideas flow naturally. Bob Chapek, leading an entertainment empire, and Anna Wintour, shaping global fashion trends, operate in highly competitive spaces. A practice like Shakti Kriya and deep mantra chanting aligns their energies, enhancing their vision and decision making. Additionally, the power of homas and pujas such as Rudra Puja and Vishnu Sahasranama recitation helps in channelizing divine energies. Zhang Zedong, co-founder of Tencent, has transformed the digital gaming and media landscape. Imagine if such leaders incorporated Sanyam Sadhana and Agnihotra into their routines. It would bring greater wisdom and ethical clarity to their decisions, ensuring that technology serves humanity in a constructive manner. What role does wisdom play in guiding leaders like Tim Davy of the BBC and Sherry Redstone of Viacom CBS? Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Ji emphasizes the role of wisdom in shaping one's vision. Media leaders influence billions of people daily. If they internalize spiritual wisdom, they can create content that uplifts society. A leader like Tim Davy, responsible for public broadcasting, can incorporate principles from Vedic wisdom, ensuring balanced, truthful, and inspiring media narrative. Similarly, Shari Redstone, overseeing one of the biggest media networks, can benefit from mindfulness and self inquiry practices to lead with a greater insight and foresight. Uparayanam and Sandhyavandanam are transformative tools connecting individuals to higher consciousness. When applied in leadership, these practices create a natural sense of responsibility and ethics. Leaders like Reed Hastings of Netflix, known for revolutionizing entertainment consumption, can harness deeper intuition through practices like Trikal Sandhya and Padma Sadhana, ensuring that digital media evolves with the human well-being at its core. In conclusion, how can these global media leaders contribute in a much larger way through these practices? Jagadev, by embracing Sudarshan Kriya meditation and wisdom from Gurudev, they can lead with calmness, vision, and resilience. They will not only excel in their industries, but also create media that promotes peace, unity, and human values worldwide, incorporating ancient Vedic practices like Agni Karyam, Gayatri Japa, and mantra chanting will align their energies with higher wisdom. This will enable them to make choices that are not just profitable, but also sustainable and uplifting for societies. When leaders operate from this level of consciousness, they become true visionaries, shaping a world that is more harmonious and enlightened. Jai Gurudev and Namaste. Today we have the privilege of speaking with an art of living expert and an officer from Vedic Dharma Sansthan about how global leaders in fashion and luxury can integrate the wisdom of His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji and the spiritual tools of art of living to contribute in much larger ways. Welcome. Jai Gurudev and Namaste. It's an honor to share insights on how meditation, Sudarshan Kriya, Pranayama, and wisdom can transform leadership in all fields, including fashion and luxury. Namaste. The deep traditions of Sandhya Vandanam, Upanayanam, Gayatri Japa, and Agni Karyam hold profound significance for conscious living. We will explore how these practices can inspire visionary leaders. Let's begin by discussing how influential figures like Bernard Arnault, Francis Henry Pinault, and Giorgio Armani and others can benefit from the wisdom of His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji. Jagadev, these leaders operate in a high stress environment. Sudarshan Kriya, a powerful rhythmic breathing technique, can help them manage stress, enhance creativity, and improve decision making. Pranayama and meditation sharpen the mind, leading to clarity, innovation, and a deep sense of purpose beyond material success. Fashion and luxury are industries deeply rooted in aesthetics, creativity, and influence. How can spiritual wisdom enhance their contributions? Creativity is an expression of inner stillness. Many ancient rishis were the original designers of beauty through sacred geometry, vastu, and intricate rituals. Fashion icons can embrace practices like Sandhya Vandanam and Trikal Sandhya to develop a deeper sense of harmony and rhythm in their work. The invocation of Gayatri Mantra enhances intellect and foresight. Rituals like Upanayanam, Homas, and Agni Karyam have ancient significance. How can these be relevant to modern global leaders? Upanayana initiates a leader into a disciplined dharmic lifestyle. It aligns one's actions with higher consciousness. Fire rituals like Agnihotra purify the atmosphere and strengthen willpower. Luxury industry leaders can integrate these practices into their lives for sustained innovation and ethical leadership. Pujas, wisdom talks, and mantra chanting refine energy and intention. Satsangs elevate consciousness and unify teams. Incorporating these in corporate culture fosters unity and shared purpose. How can figures like Anna Wintour, Mikia Prada, and Tom Ford use these practices to impact the world positively? When influential leaders embrace meditation and spiritual discipline, they inspire millions. Their impact goes beyond products, it becomes a movement of consciousness. By integrating spiritual wisdom, they can create sustainable fashion, promoting ethical sourcing, and lead with compassion. Ancient Vedic texts emphasize the balance between inner refinement and outer expression. Leaders in luxury can redefine success as a blend of aesthetics, ethics, and inner peace. Wisdom from texts like Yoga Vasistha and the Bhagavad Gita and Ashtavakra Gita can guide them toward a higher purpose. In closing, what message would you like to give to global leaders in fashion and luxury? Elevate consciousness through spiritual tools, meditate, practice pranayama, and connect with wisdom. True luxury is in inner peace. Ancient traditions and modern leadership can merge seamlessly by embracing the timeless practices of Agni Karyam, Upanayam, and Sandhya Vandanam. Leaders can uplift humanity while achieving excellence. Thank you for this enlightening conversation. May these insights inspire a new era of conscious leadership. Thank you and Jai Gurudev. Jai Gurudev, today we are privileged to have an insightful conversation with an art of living expert and an officer from Vedic Dharma Sansthan. We will explore how leaders and global philanthropists can incorporate the wisdom of His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji into their lives and work using tools like Sudarshan Kriya, Pranayama, Mantra chanting, and Vedic practices to create a larger impact. Thank you both for joining us. To begin, how do you see the wisdom of Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji influencing the modern world, especially among leaders and philanthropists? Jai Gurudev, yes, Gurudev's wisdom is timeless and universal. He emphasizes inner transformation as the key to outer success. Leaders today, including philanthropists like Melinda Gates, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, and Oprah Winfrey, have immense resources at their disposal. But true impact is created when decisions are made from a space of clarity, compassion, and inner peace. Practices like Sudarshan Kriya, Pranayama, and meditation help cultivate this state of mind. Absolutely, our ancient Vedic traditions offer a structured path for this transformation. Rituals like Sandhya Vandanam, Upanayam, and Agni Karyam are not mere customs, they are scientifically structured energy management techniques. When leaders integrate these, they tap into a reservoir of inner strength and wisdom, allowing them to serve humanity more effectively. How do these leaders' practice translate into action for global philanthropists? Let's take the example of Mackenzie Scott and Azim Premji, who are known for their large scale philanthropic efforts. If they incorporate daily meditation, mantra chanting, and wisdom from Gurudev's books, they will find themselves making more intuitive, heart centered decisions. Their generosity will not only just be a material contribution but a transformative force that uplifts entire communities. Trikal Sandhya and Sanyam Sadhana train the mind to operate in alignment with nature's intelligence. Leaders like Michael Bloomberg and George Soros, who drive massive policy changes and initiatives, can integrate these techniques to ensure that their efforts align with the greater cosmic order. Such synchronization leads to sustainable and long lasting impact. In what ways can creative pursuits and spiritual discipline amplify their philanthropic endeavors? Creativity is a natural outcome of still mind practices like Padma Sadhana, Shakti Kriya, and yoga enhances one's ability to think innovatively. If leaders like Jack Dorsey and Aliko Dangote engage in these practices, they will not just create wealth but channel it into high impact, innovative solutions for societal problems. Additionally, participating in Vedic yagyas, homas, and pujas creates a deeply positive vibration that benefits not just individuals but entire societies. When philanthropists understand the power of collective sankalpa or intention, they will realize that funding large scale rituals for world peace and harmony can be just as impactful as building schools and hospitals. That is truly enlightening. What message would you like to give to global philanthropists about integrating these practices into their lives? I would say start with yourself, experience Sudarshan Kriya, meditate daily, and witness the profound clarity that emerges. The impact you seek to create in the world will naturally follow. And I would add, embrace Vedic wisdom, not just intellectually but through practice. Let Agni Karyam, Gayatri Japa, and Sandhya Vandanam become part of your daily discipline. When great minds operate from this space, their contribution becomes truly divine. Thank you both for this deep and thought provoking discussion. It's clear that by integrating Gurudev's wisdom and the power of Vedic practices, global philanthropists can truly elevate their service to humanity. Jai Gurudev. Jai Gurudev, in today's world, spiritual and religious leaders play a crucial role in guiding humanity toward inner peace, harmony, and universal brotherhood. How do you think the wisdom of His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji can influence global cultural and religious leaders? His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji has always emphasized a world beyond religious boundaries where wisdom, compassion, and service take precedence. The practice taught by Art of Living such as Sudarshan Kriya, Pranayama, meditation, satsang, and wisdom talks and seva help individuals experience deep inner peace. Leaders like the Dalai Lama, the Pope Francis, the Patriarch Kirill, who already advocate peace and spirituality, can enhance their influence by incorporating these techniques. These tools provide clarity of mind, resilience, and the ability to serve humanity selflessly. Beyond contemporary spiritual practices, the Vedic traditions including Sandhya Vandanam, Upanayam, Agnikaryam, and Gayatri Japa Sadhana, and mantra chanting provide a deep rooted foundation for spiritual evolution. Many global leaders, including Sheikh Ahmad Al Tayeb and Rabbi Jonathan Sachs, emphasize prayer and devotion, but integrating structured Vedic practices can offer them even more profound mental and spiritual clarity. These ancient rituals are not merely religious but scientific methods to enhance consciousness and collective well being. How do the art of living tools and Vedic practices contribute to enhancing the leadership abilities of these figures? Meditation and Sudarshan Kriya allow leaders to develop higher states of awareness, enabling them to handle complex global issues with calmness and insight. Shakti Kriya and Padma Sadhana cultivate inner strength and vitality, essential for leaders managing large communities. His Holiness Gurudev's wisdom has already influenced leaders like Muqtada al Sadr and Ayatollah Ali Khamenei in promoting peace initiatives in their regions. Trikal Sandhya, Sanyam Sandra, and Agni Karam help refine thought processes, balance emotions, and enhance decision making skills. When practiced consistently, these rituals create a powerful aura of positivity, drawing people toward a leader's vision. The impact of such practices is evident in the deep spiritual presence of leaders like Mohammandaleshwar Swami Advaishanand Giriji, whose mere presence radiates tranquility and wisdom. How can these leaders use these practices to contribute in even larger ways to global well-being? By adopting Sudarshan Kriya and meditation, they can inspire millions to overcome stress and negativity, fostering a society rooted in peace and understanding. If Pope Francis or ecumenical patriarch Bartholomew one were to integrate such practices into their teachings, millions in the Christian world would experience a personal transformation. Similarly, incorporating Vedic wisdom in their discourses can provide ancient yet relevant insights into modern challenges. For instance, Sheikh Ahmad Al Tayeb could promote Gayatri Japa as a universal prayer for world peace, while Ayatollah Ali Khamenei could introduce elements of Sandhya Vandanam as a discipline to unite Shia and Sunni communities through common spiritual practices. Finally, what is the significance of combining both art of living tools and Vedic rituals in global leadership? A holistic approach merging modern scientific techniques like Sudarshan Kriya with ancient spiritual disciplines like Trikal Sandhya can lead to a new era of enlightened leadership. It helps leaders move beyond religious and political divisions, focusing on collective human evolution. Indeed, if all these leaders, whether the Dalai Lama, Pope Francis, or Ayatollah Khamenei, embrace this wisdom, the world would witness a significant transformation. The fusion of universal wisdom and timeless Vedic knowledge will elevate their leadership by guiding humanity toward a more peaceful and prosperous future. Jai Gurudev, today we are honored to have an insightful discussion with an art of living expert and an officer of Vedic Dharma Sansan about how global influencers in science and medicine can integrate the wisdom of His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji into their lives. Welcome, Jai Gurudev, and thank you. It's a privilege to share how Art of Living's practices can bring greater clarity, energy, and well-being to global leaders. Namaste and Jai Gurudev. The wisdom of the Vedas, along with the teachings and techniques taught by Gurudev, offers a holistic approach that enhances not just personal well-being but also professional excellence. Many renowned scientists and medical professionals like Anthony Fauci, Jennifer Doudna, and Catalin Carico work under extreme stress and immense responsibility. How can Sudarshan Kriya and other practices help them? Sudarshan Kriya is a unique rhythmic breathing technique that helps regulate stress hormones, enhances brain function, and improves emotional resilience. Leaders in medicine and science often experience burnout due to the high pressure environments they operate in. Daily practice of Sudarshan Kriya, along with meditation, can help them maintain focus, creativity, and mental clarity. Absolutely, in addition to Sudarshan Kriya, practices like Sandhya Vandanam, Agni Karyam, and Trikal Sandhya provide deep spiritual anchoring. These ancient Vedic rituals align one's energies with natural cosmic rhythms, fostering inner stability and enhanced decision making capacity. How can meditation, mantra chanting, and Gayatri Japa aid global influencers like Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus or Robert Langer in their high stakes roles? Their meditation helps to declutter the mind, which is crucial when making high impact decisions. Gayatri Japa and mantra chanting increase cognitive efficiency and improve the ability to process complex information. Research has shown that meditation enhances the prefrontal cortex's function, leading to better problem solving and innovative thinking. Mantra chanting, especially Gayatri Mantra, generates a positive vibrational field. It is scientifically proven to enhance memory, focus, and energy levels. Many Vedic scholars and saints, including Gurudev, emphasize the power of sound vibrations in influencing both mental and environmental harmony. With their extensive research and responsibilities, do you think Nobel laureates like Emmanuel Carpentier and Harold Varmus could benefit from Vedic practices such as homas and pujas? Definitely, homas or fire rituals cleanse the environment and create a deeply meditative state. Agnihotra, for instance, has been scientifically studied for its effects on purifying air and reducing stress. Performing Padma Sadhana and Shakti Kriya along with homas can significantly improve their ability to maintain balance and creativity in their work. Pujas and homas enhance gratitude and surrender, reducing mental strain. These leaders constantly deal with major global health crises, so a sense of surrender can help them stay centered amidst challenges. How does a disciplined approach to Sanyam sadhana or self-restraint and sadhana dedicated to practice help global leaders like Francis Collins and Atul Gawande? Sanyam teaches how to harness energy efficiently. Many visionaries in science and medicine push themselves to the limit, often at the cost of personal well being. By integrating mindful self discipline, they can optimize their energy without burning out. Sadhana, which includes pranayama, yoga, and silence retreats, nurtures intuition and decision making capabilities. Creativity is a divine quality that flourishes with the self restraint and focused energy. Regular practices of Upanayana, Agnikaram, and Mantra Sadhana unlocks deeper levels of consciousness, enabling these leaders to find breakthrough solutions. Finally, how can integrating these practices lead to a larger contribution to society? When high impact individuals cultivate inner peace and clarity, they naturally inspire others. The ripple effect of their balanced visionary leadership can revolutionize global healthcare, technology, and